Let's talk about your core expertise. Wireless communications. India has built its own 4G stack, and now the 5G stack is also been rolled out. Tell us a little bit about India's journey in this NG space, so to say.
So, this, if you come to telecom itself, modern telecommunications, digital telecommunications, where, because till the 70s, digital telephony had come in the 60s and early 70s all over the world. But a lot of communications was still what you would call analog. You're essentially sending speech or later some data from one end to another. Bits you convert it to some kind of an analog waveform. You send it out across the other end. They receive it. Either they play it either they consume it as an analog waveform, or they detect the data from it and store it and so on using modems and stuff like that. This is how it was. The whole digitization of the network, ultimately leading to the internet. All this happened at breakneck speed and evolution in mid 70s to 2000. And then, of course, these ubiquitous wireless cell phones became very cheap, but the core ideas of cell phone technology had developed by 2000. Okay? It's only that became a mass product and became very fast in terms of the speeds, and therefore you could do broadband, and the devices became very powerful. You didn't need a laptop even, you could manage the phone. All of this happened beyond 2000, but pretty much the foundation was set before that. This whole thing, when it happened, we were left behind in India. Because for one thing, we had taken a route. The foundational technologies for implementing all of this is electronics. And even in electronics, we had taken a route which was very debilitating. Very strict import controls, and it's complete, therefore, strangulation of any attempt to grow these fields. In fact, when we did this project, which I mentioned to you, the rules of the country were such that to import, we didn't even know how semiconductor chips were made, forget about making them. And yet, to import every chip that went into this technology, into these systems, we had to get what's called a not made in India clearance.
Wow.
NMI. So we actually had to send it to a ministry in Delhi every time you imported a chip. And the only reason the IITs were able to even build and do projects was we had enough resources to send a person from the institute every month with all these papers to Delhi, get it signed and bring it back. Otherwise, it will take months. So that was the strangulation. So basically, in fact, Mr. Pitroda at that time had made a very famous remark that because he had built CDOT, he said whatever progress we've had in electronics in India is due to the smugglers. Okay, because you could buy smuggled products in the market. Okay, anyway, that was it sort of had some ring of truth to it. So anyway, the point is the electronics. That's what had happened, and so when we had to, and I think it was true in the military sphere also. We were making some radars and so on in LRD, not too bad. But beyond that, I think it had an impact even in military communications and everything.